The March of the Soviet Tankmen is a famous Soviet song. It was composed by two of the Pakras brothers, Dmitry Pakras and Danil Pakras, because the eldest brother, Samuel emigrated to the USA, where he had a successful career as a composer. The father, Yakov Moiseyevich Pakras, came from a Jewish family and lived in a military settlement near Kiev. In the early 1890s, he moved with his family to Kiev, where he worked as a salesman in a sausage shop. Danil and Dmitry Pakras are the most famous Soviet songwriters, the founders of revolutionary musical aesthetics. They were especially famous for composing military marches. Many of the songs, including Stalin, Voroshilov, and Budyonny, for obvious reasons. And after Stalin's death, references to him were removed from many of the Pakras brothers' songs. This song was composed in 1938, and it appeared in Tractor Drivers, which is a 1939 Soviet musical feature film directed by Ivan Pyryev at the Mosfilm studio. The director of the film, Ivan Alexandrovich Pyryev, visited Lake Khasan after the battles near Lake Khasan in the summer of 1938 and decided to make a film. He invited the poet Boris Savelyeevich Laskin and set him the task of composing in one day the lyrics to a song about the Soviet tankers and the strength of the borders of the Soviet Union. After the text, the Pakras brothers wrote the music. The movie's plot is the following. In 1938, the demobilized foreman Klim Yarka returns from the Far East. On the trip, Klim shows his friends the newspaper Pravda with a photograph of his compatriot Mariani Bajan, the foreman of the Women's Tractor Brigade, holder of the Order of the Red Banner of Labor. "I'll go to her," Klim tells his friend while laughing. Mariana is a master of high-speed plowing. On a motorcycle in a trench coat and boots, she drives through the collective farm fields organizing the work of her brigade. Mariana receives dozens of letters from fans who know her from the newspapers, but such popularity does not please her at all. But after reading the book Tankers about the events near Lake Khasan and listening to Klim and his brigade singing the march of the Soviet Tankmen, Mariana falls in love with Klim and they finally get married. Everyone gets up and sings the march of the Soviet Tankmen. And when they sing the words, "When Comrade Stalin sends us to battle," everyone raises their glasses to the portrait of Stalin. Now, this film glorified collective farm life, depicting an idealized picture on the screen. It became a classic of the Stalinist period in cinema. The atmosphere and the pathos of this film is one of naive optimism in the future, and this feeling is clearly passed on to the song. Now, this is my own free adaptation of the original text, and it goes like this. "The armor is strong, and our tanks are fast, and our people are full of courage. Soviet tankmen stand ready in the ranks, sons of their great motherland. Thundering with fire, with the sparkle of bright steel, the tanks will start their furious march. When Comrade Stalin will call us to battle, the first marshal will lead us in the battle. The work of factories and collective farms we will protect in guarding our country, with the strength of our gun turrets below, and the fast pressure of our fire. Thundering with fire, with the sparkle of bright steel, the tanks will start their furious march. When Comrade Stalin will call us into battle, the first marshal will lead us in the battle. Let the hidden in ambush enemy remember, we are alert on guard for enemies. We do not wish for an inch of foreign soil, but we will not surrender an inch of our own land. Thundering with fire, with the sparkle of bright steel, the tanks will start their furious march. When Comrade Stalin will call us to battle, the first marshal will lead us in the battle. But if the inveterate enemy decides to attack us, we will hit and beat him everywhere. The tank drivers will start their engines and drive through forests, hills, and across water. Thundering with fire, with the sparkle of bright steel, the tanks will start their furious march. When Comrade Stalin will call us to battle, the first marshal will lead us in the battle." And as a final note, The verses with these words that say, "We do not wish for an inch of foreign soil, but we will not surrender an inch of our own land," are an almost identical transcription of the words spoken by Stalin in the political report of the Central Committee to the 16th Congress of the All-Union Communist Party of Bolsheviks. And he said, literally, "We do not want a single inch of foreign land, but we will not give up our land, not a single inch of our land, to anyone." I hope you liked this video. Please comment, like and subscribe so the music can play on. You can find the link to the actual song on the screen now. Thank you for watching.